Show those thieves not to steal from Luke and Valerius.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Make yourself at home. I'm glad to help any way I can.
I told you my sister would help us out. Damn faithless Imperials. Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself. Oh, right. They said you were captured crossing the border. Still, I'm surprised you haven't heard of Ulfric. He's our leader. The leader of the Stormcloaks. Surely, even down in Cyrodiil, people have heard news of the war in Skyrim. The Nords are tired of spending our blood fighting the Empire's wars, and paying for the Empire's decadence with our taxes. Ulfric is our rightful High King. He's leading the fight to drive the Empire out of Skyrim, once and for all. I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to Darkwater Crossing, in the south of Eastmarch. The Imperials were waiting for us. As pretty an ambush as I ever saw. We were outnumbered 5 to 1 at least. Ulfric ordered us to stop fighting. Didn't want us all to die for nothing, I guess. I thought they were taking us south to Cyrodiil. Parade us in front of the Emperor. But then, we stopped in Helgen. And you know the rest. What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial headsman. I'm going to rest up here a while before heading to Windhelm. Be careful. Fight, or die well.
Don't let my sister do anything foolish. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you. He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I've been thinking, maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Yes?
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections. Word is, Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only gonna get worse now. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Long as you clean up, you know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Take a look.
You're that visitor been poking around. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only going to get worse now. I'm the innkeeper. It's business to keep track of strangers.
We got... Let's sate that appetite, hmm? All right, then.
Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Lead the way.
Business. Be on your way. Welcome. I'm the owner and proprietor of Honningbrew Meadery. Take a look. Take a look. Until next time.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, sister. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Need something?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Yes.
Good to have you. Honest pay for honest work. I'll take my leave then.
Need a ride? Well, I know the Companions make their home here. Their mead hall, Jorvaskar, is the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. We want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward.
Perhaps you have encountered Madran or Akari. Both are sworn to me, and both have worthy goods to offer. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away. But for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. An astute question. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away. But for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. The road may... Take a look. Take a look.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
The air is so clear in Skyrim. One can see forever. They'll never see you coming. I hope. That you will come to the business with us again. You honor Khajiit with your presence. Do you believe all this talk of dragons?
Khajiit welcomes you. And also your coin.
I wish I could say that I did not. But in every part of Skyrim, there is talk of dragon sightings. It is no coincidence.
Surrender, be merciful. What ill fortune that this should happen now. While we are still trying to make a living.
We are fortunate. We have a life.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Farewell.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Aye, that I do. I've got to if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Take a look. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Hello, my Khajiit friend. In the market for some hunting supplies. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you very much for your business.
Still here.
Well met, traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Truly? By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, then can set you on the path. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me, but that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr. The Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing battle-borns. Don't even get me started on that lot. Huh, they put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Grey Mane. Huh, now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history. Take a look. You take care of yourself.